Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Freezer Burns. As always, I'm your host Greg, the Frozen Food Master. And you're joining me as I eat my way through the freezer aisle, one box at a time. Today, I'm reviewing this. It's the Angelo's Chicken Parmesan with spaghetti and sauce. $4.19 a box. I'm ready to get this out of the box. We're going to pop this baby in the microwave. I'm going to see how good this chicken parmesan really is. So once again, we have Angelo's, the art of Italian cuisine. And you know what? Everything I've heard about Angelo's points me in the same direction, and that is, this is a really, really good meal. Apparently they know Italian cooking. Apparently they know how to convert these babies to the microwave experience. I'm ready to put this to the test. Again, $4.19 a box. Not the cheapest on the market. Looks like a decent size from the weight of the box and from the size of the box for a good lunch or maybe a single person dinner. No disrespect to you bachelors or bachelorettes out there. Single person dinner. Chicken Parmesan with spaghetti and sauce, premium quality, our family recipe. If you look closely at the box, it's a good looking piece of chicken right there. You got some nice Parmesan cheese, some melted cheese, some chives there, some spaghetti, and some sauce. Now, let's look at the nutritional facts, if I can find it. Nutritional facts, here they are. Serving size, servings per container about 1.5. So maybe you're a hungry person, maybe you just want to splurge with that extra half of a serving size. Servings per container 1.5, serving size 1 cup. Amount per serving, 320 calories, 10 grams of fat, 40 milligrams of cholesterol, 430 milligrams of sodium, 40 grams total carbs, 20 grams of protein. Now, I love chicken parmesan. What more can you want, right? You got a piece of chicken, you got breading, you got melted cheese, and you got some sauce. You really can't get any better than that. I order this quite frequently, not this particular brand, but when I go to an Italian restaurant, an unproven entity, I tend to either hit the chicken parm or hit the meatballs, or maybe the lasagna. I like Italian food. But this is definitely one of the ones that I try. It's like pad thai in a Thai restaurant. You can measure the quality of a restaurant, Italian restaurant, by their chicken parm. Cooking instructions. You can put it in the conventional oven, but it would take you 40 minutes. We don't have 40 minutes, guys. Rather, I'm going to put it in the microwave oven, 5 to 7 minutes. Remove frozen entree, cut a slit in the center of film, place on a safe plate, heat on high, 5 to 7 minutes. Let stand for 1 minute and carefully remove film. Let's see how it looks. There you go. Plastic container. Wow, they're quite liberal. Look at this. With the plastic film. That's actually rather nice. There's been a number of instances where I've taken it out and they say peel back film and there's like nothing to peel back. I gotta cut a little corner and then peel it back. These are quite liberal. See that? We got wings. Now, inside, the cheese there are blocks of cheese. Now, oh, okay. So they have blocks of cheese, but then they also have shredded cheese, like not the shredded, but the Parmesan little strings of cheese. You see some spaghetti there, some sauce, some breaded chicken. Now, what I was worried about is that I would take this off and it would just be smothered with sauce. There's something nice, like on the box, when you have chicken Parmesan, where you have parts of the chicken that's dry, and then parts that are moist with the sauce. It's kind of like the difference between Tatooine and Dagobah, right? You kind of need both of them for it to be a good, well-balanced chicken Parmesan. Maybe that's just me, but in my book, that's what you need. So I'm happy to see that there are certain parts here that are still dry. Who knows, after I finish microwaving this, whether it's going to kind of push into this and it's going to totally ruin my experience. We got shredded cheese and cubed cheese here. I'm going to pull back, I pulled back the film. I wasn't supposed to. I'm supposed to cut a slit. I'm going to just kind of pretend that didn't happen. Here's my knife. My trusty Zorro cut down the middle. When we come back, it will be 5 to 7 minutes later and 1 minute to cool. And I'm going to tell you how it smells. Wow. I'll tell you how it smells right now. That smells good. Wow, I sliced that plastic up, and I wasn't holding it right up to my nose. I had that out like here, and I could smell that. That smells good. But I'm gonna tell you how it smells cooked, get it in my belly, and tell you how it tastes. So I've taken this out of the microwave. It was in there for 7 minutes. And I still have the film here. It smells awesome. Awesome. That's a bold statement from the frozen food master, especially at this stage of the game. Okay, look, I'm peeling back this film here. Put that right there. And I want to show you what this looks like. Now, good news. First, the good news. Well, I say first as if there's bad news. It could all be good news. It's still kept. It's hard to do here. I need like I need a second camera pointed down there. Part of the chicken still dry. That's some good stuff right there. The sauce did not go over that way. There's 2 pieces of chicken here. If you consider this little thing a piece of chicken, that's about a large nugget size. And then you got this piece here. So it's, all in all, it's a decent single piece of chicken that just happened to be in 2 pieces. This looks incredibly hot right now. I don't know if you can see the steam. But this really looks good. The spaghetti, see how the sauce just clumps onto the spaghetti the way that you would get in an Italian restaurant? That smells really, really good. The cheese is nicely melted, and it just looks good. I'm really excited. Now, I'm going to cut open this chicken here. Now, the chicken broke open really easily just with a fork. It's really soft. You can see this isn't just like blended chicken and molded into a patty. That looks like a real piece of chicken. Nice breading, good sauce. Let's see how it tastes. That's good. It's good. Good seasoning. Good sauce. Good seasoning on the breading. The piece of chicken. It's a good piece of chicken. Real good piece of chicken. White breast meat. I'm gonna try another bite. That's a good piece of chicken. Okay, let me do just a little bit of the spaghetti noodle here with some sauce. This is really gonna hurt, I have a feeling, but cheers. Hot. Okay, the spaghetti is hot. The spaghetti is hot, but it's not too mushy, thank God. It's not perfectly cooked. You know what it tastes like? It tastes like when you have spaghetti and you have leftovers and you mix it with the sauce and then you eat it the next day for lunch. You know that texture and the sauce, the way it's clumping to the spaghetti? That's exactly how it tastes. And it's no surprise. I mean, it was partially cooked already, frozen, and then we reheated it. So I'm not surprised that it tastes like that, but I am blown away by the quality of the chicken and the seasoning and the sauce and the spaghetti. This is a good portion. This is gonna be a hearty meal. Not too bad sodium wise. You know, Michelangelo could have like pounded the sodium, dropped a couple salt licks right in here, and people wouldn't think twice. But not bad with the sodium. Only 400 some milligrams of sodium per serving, so around the 600 mark. Not bad for a total meal. This is the Michelangelo's chicken Parmesan with spaghetti and sauce. $4.19 a box. I give this a 4-star. As always, I'm your host Greg, the Frozen Food Master. This has been another review of Freezer Burns, and I'll see you next time.